So me and the man, we're in a line at a minor league baseball game. We go to the minor leagues because they let dogs in. Excuse me. Every time I drink from my silver platinum, encoded chalice with shaved ice, I drink my bourbon. I forget to go out and eat a little bit of fine fescue, a little bit of rough fescue, a little of or even some dandelion leaves would help. Some plantain leaves, but oh gosh, oh god, you can't drink bourbon as a dog unless you get the roughage. The roughage comes from, whatever you would say. I forget what they call a grass species. What is grass? It could be corn. It could be bent grass on a putting green. It could be shaggy ryegrass, annual ryegrass, bluegrass, annual bluegrass. It's beautiful. But you got to eat it. You got to get it in your gullet. You got to wash it down. If you don't have some, it's almost like a cow. You got to have some cud in your, gullet to digest the bourbon, or else it's a lost thing. But me and the man, we were at a minor league baseball game, all right? The only places, they don't let you go into Yankee Stadium. They don't let you go into Oshkosh Stadium up in Boston. They don't let you go out to Conostio in San Francisco. They don't let you go in Cafang in Cincinnati. But if you want to go to Huntington, West Virginia, or Charleston, West Virginia, you can go to a minor league baseball game. You know what I'm saying? There's a few baseball, whatever. It doesn't matter. But if you want to go to a minor league game, yeah, they let the dogs in. So me and the man, we're at a minor league baseball game. Sometimes he travels to minor league baseball games in the Ford Festiva. He goes around, he hops through McDonald's. He's like a frog hopping over the top of lily pads to get where he's going. He goes from McDonald's to McDonald's to McDonald's till he gets where he's going. He skips across the lily pond much the way a bullfrog would, except for instead of landing on lily pads, he's landing on McDonald's. And he works his way hither and yon via, like island hopping, he goes McDonald's hopping. But he will always go to Charleston, West Virginia. I think they're called the Power. He watches the Power. And he goes down there to, I forget what they call it, Williamsport, Winston-Salem. He likes to go to Winston-Salem. It's a big haul to watch those guys there because they've got a good minor league baseball team. But it's minor league baseball because they let the dogs in, so we get to go watch, whatever, and I get to go. The man loves it because I'm his best friend. He needs me. He doesn't have a woman. He doesn't have very many friends. I'm his numero uno best friend. I'm really worried about the man because I have not even a whole year and a half. I've got 14, 15 months left to go at the outside, and I'm going to die. It's like 8.5 years, dog years, so I'm like, it's a pretty long time, 8.5 dog years, but the man's looking at 14, 15 months. He's going to be stark, viciously, horribly alone. So I'm worried that after I pass, he won't be able to carry on, so to speak. We were in line getting our tickets, and there was this, fumble monker right in front of us, a fumble monker. He's like, what are you, blah, blah, blah. He's like getting an argument with somebody. I don't even know who he's arguing with. The man was already shit-faced, so he's like, what's your problem? And this kid turns around. This kid could have beat the man into an oblivion. The man was staggering, weaving, waffling. He was like, whatever you say, radiating. He was tipping back, moving forward, like a rowboat. Tipping back, moving. He was like a rowboat, very calm surf. Man says, what's your freaking problem? And this young guy is like, what's your problem? And they kind of bark and they get this thing going. Somebody steps up. He looked almost like he was a holy man. He looked like he was a dipshit or a holy man. No one could tell. And he says, hey, calm down. What's the matter here, boys? What do you? He looks at the man and says, what's your problem? The man says, this big fumble monker over here is trying to give me a hard time because I overheard him saying some stupid bullshit and I called him on it. And the fumble monker, he looks at the man and says, I'll squash you like a bug. I'll poke your Adam's apple right through the back of your neck, you stupid bitch. I'll gouge out both your eyes with my thumbs. And the man's like, I will go to my car and I'll get a tire iron out and I will blast your kneecap. See how you like it then once I smash your kneecap, you stupid bastard. They were going John. Finally, the guy, he looked like he was like a half a priest or something. He was like a nice guy. He says, no, boys, we're not doing this. This is a minor league baseball team. We don't do this crap here. Relax. Go buy yourself a $6 hamburger and a $7.50 Yingling 16-ounce glass of beer and relax. And everybody's like, all right. So as we're walking by, the man says to the Good Samaritan guy who came in and stopped all the hubbub and the hubbaloo, he says, why did you do that? The man's like, why, I appreciate it because this guy was going to ring me out. He was going to wring my neck. I was dead. Why did you step in and save us? Why did you put an end to this? What was it that made you think you need to step in there and put an end to this conflict, this confluence of male testosterone and, alcohol and angst and bitterness? We were going to, the fur was going to fly. What made you step in? And the Good Samaritan, he says, to do the right thing. Why else would I do it? And the man didn't know what to say. The Good Samaritan says, of course, to do the right thing. Why do you think I stuck my neck out? The man didn't know what to say. And we kind of went, it was nice because in minor league baseball, you get to sit right behind home plate. You could sit down the third base line, the first base line. We were sitting right behind home plate. The man says, hey, dog, I know this is going to be tough on you, but would you please try to go get me one of them 16-ounce, $7.50 Yingling lagers? So he tucked $8 in my collar. I walked up, and I pretended that I did like I said to the guy behind the counter, take this $8. He reached down and got the $8. Then he was like, are you a talking dog? I said, no, there's a ventriloquist. This is like Candid Camera. This is like the Funny Guy show where they film people and they set them up to think something weird's happening when it's really not. But could you just put a 16-ounce Yingling lager right on the top of my head and I'll balance it and I'll walk it back down to my master, the man? And the guy, he bought it. He thought it was like this thing where they were doing a situation of, And anyways, I brought the Yingling lager back to the man, and the man loved it. The man was so happy to get his Yingling lager. He didn't know what to do. Everybody was happy. Everybody was thinking, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Whatever. It didn't matter, but que sera, sera. And, but the point was, somebody said, why are you going to do it? It's because it's the right thing to do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.